All right, I got dressed out of my pajamas. We got this guy, he's in a sweatshirt. Yeah, we even put shoes on ya, but we're still wearing PJs. And then we got collars on the boys. Collars on the boys. Gotta wear the leashes around the neck. You got the remotes? He's got the remotes. See, I got the remotes. You have dog hair on your face. Then we grab everybody and we head to the garage. All right, we're suited in. Oh, Mommy forgot her coffee. 1 second. Forgot water and puffs too, and Mama's coffee, and, oh, you know, keys. Bunch of crazies. And a tuss won't run, I don't know why. What's wrong? Go get the birdies. Go get the birdies. What you smell? Is it good? All right, so far we've seen 3 bunnies, 1 black kitty cat, I don't know, probably like 15 squirrels, and like 80 birds. And they went after all of them. And there they go. What are we getting into? Leave the poor bunnies alone. That was a baby bunny, leave him alone. Well, we've made it to the baseball park. This is where we throw the poop. There's the babies. Hello. Now we're gonna walk over by the pond. So they're mowing the lawns and stuff over here right now. Pretty good. This one guy got all pissy and stopped his mower. We weren't even on the grass, but I know there's other dogs that misbehave. Anyway, Jesse said he saw a deer over here. They always want to go after everything. So Jesse said that he taught him this trick. You want a puff? Good job. Good boy. Oh, your jacket's in the way. Boys, come here. You want a puff? I just want to get a cute photo, that's all. Hi. We're being such good boys. Being so good. Yeah. Paula was on my left. I love these guys. Leaving the baseball fields. Back to the trail. All right. I'm clearly not Jesse. What's up? Okay, I need to talk normal, but the baby is sleeping, so it's very hard for me to just kind of talk normally. I feel like I need to whisper. Make this some ASMR. Okay, no. Okay, but for real. Okay. I'm gonna cut so many times. What's up, guys? So first things first, let's take out this earpod, whatever they're called. Follow Jesse on the show's podcast Instagram, which is The Jesus Show NTO. Follow him on Facebook, which is just spelled out The Jesus Show, not that one. Same with YouTube. And what else is there? Oh, TikTok, but like I have not maintained it at all. Whoops. I should really get on there. I think that there was like a security thing and it wouldn't let me log in, and then I just gave up. Sorry. So earlier today we went on a walk this morning with the boys and all the boys. All my boys. Aww. The dogs and Athanasios. And I did a little walking vlog. Tiny, teeny, just to show you the trail. I didn't talk about anything. Except the little trick that he does. Oh my God. Jesse said, "Have you seen this yet?" And I went, what? He's like, watch. He like tapped him twice on his head. And he just put his hand up for a puff. Earlier I showed, and I just said, him just going, Athanasios, you want a puff? And then he goes, and he kept putting it, so like I had to put a jacket on him this morning because it was about, I don't know, it was like 57 or something. So it was warm, like the sun was really warm, but it was kind of just a little brisk. It was early, it was like 7:30, 7:45. And so I put a little jacket on him, and every time he would take the puff, he would hit the jacket so it would fall down. That was the cutest thing ever. Anyway, so let's get into it, you know? I have no idea what to talk about. Jesse's like, can you put out a podcast? I'm like, or no, he said. Jesse was like, can you put out an episode? Excuse me, what? He hasn't asked me to do anything for his show in a long time, so I'm not even sure if I know how to use this laptop. I suck if there's not a mouse, which I know it's here somewhere. I suck at using the touchpad. I feel like I'm good with technology, but when it comes to this touchpad on the Mac, I am like with a foreign object. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put it out. And then yesterday just kind of happened, and I prioritized going in the pool. It's freezing, by the way. Like, it's warm out. The pool is freezing, because that's usually what happens when you first open a pool. It's just cold. Unless you have a heated pool, then you suck, and invite me over. Okay? Anyway, so we got in the freezing cold pool, and I just kind of like prioritized the day around Athanasios. I really did nothing but. I didn't even clean up the house. I lied. I did vacuum a little bit. Right before we did bath time, my mom was over, and I was like, can you just like hang out with him real quick? I need to vacuum. Like, there was just hair everywhere, and like when it gets in his mouth, I know that we haven't cleaned in a while, which sucks because we literally clean every single day. And no matter what, like, the dogs are just on like a crazy shedding spree right now because it's getting really warm, and my God, their hair is everywhere, which is great. I just cannot wait for it to be over because they, it's like a season of shedding. So it'll probably last like another month or a little less, maybe. Anyway, I didn't put out the episode. My bad. So we got in the freezing cold pool, and he was loving it. He did not want to get out. I was, meanwhile, freezing, and my meanwhile, my legs were icicles. And I went to go hand him to Amber. I was like, here, take him real quick. I'm gonna get out. And he was like, ah! And I was like, okay, never mind. So we like walked around in the pool for a little bit longer, and he was just loving it. And I'm like, how are you not cold? Like, I understand. I guess kids are just very like, whatever. I'm doing something I really like. I don't care if I'm cold. So we played a little bit longer, and then I ended up giving him to Mom, and he didn't lose it. So I was able to get out and warm up. I got, you can't tell, but I got a little bit of sun. I did not put sunscreen on. I was just busy, like, with him, and I was in shade most of the time anyway, but it was nice. It was a nice day, and I think it's really cool that I could just tell my girlfriends, like, hey, yeah, go over to Mom and Dad's, like, I'll be over there in a little bit. And that's literally what happened. I had to walk the boys, and then I came over, and they were already there, which is just so nice. They were with their kids, and like, how fun is that? Like, my mom was like, I really just love that they can come over. And when she said that, I didn't think about it until later. I was washing the dishes, and I thought, I can't imagine how it feels when you have an empty nest and like your kids grow up and they don't need you anymore. Or they act like they don't need you anymore. Like, I feel like I did at an early age. I was like, I don't need you. But I did. I always needed my parents. I still do. All the time. And it made me really sad. I started to cry. I was like, is this what it feels like to be a parent? Like, and it made me remember when my mom was saying goodbye to me. I was going down to college, which was an hour away. Literally an hour. And I remember packing up the car and leaving, and my mom was crying. And I was like, why are you crying? Stop. Like, why did I say that? Let her cry. Let her be in her emotion. I hate that I did that. I did it again when I went to California, when we moved from here to LA. And I remember, I was like, why are you crying? Stop it. Ugh, rude. Anyway. Just made me think about like Athanasio's growing older, and if we have more kids, like, and them leaving. Don't leave me. Stay here. Or stay with me. I don't know. It made me really sad. Yeah. Like they're gonna have their own independent life. Jesse sent me a story, was it yesterday or the day before, on Instagram, and said, holy shit, and it was Messi going to Miami. I can't remember what the story first said. Messi going to MLS, and then it was immediately after Messi going to Inter Miami. And I was like, oh my God, what? And I was reading just a few of the articles, and one was like, you know, when he was asked why he was going to MLS, and it was like he wanted to play for a league that didn't expect so much. Let me see if I feel like I was Googling a lot of things. Let's see. Barcelona has said that Lionel Messi turned down their proposal because he wants to compete in a league with fewer demands. That's what it was. After the forward confirmed that he will join MLS side Inter Miami with Beckham. That's Beckham's team, so that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah, I think that Miami games are going to be nuts. Like, away, home, oh my God. I can't imagine. Like, there are so many people that are Barcelona fans. And so just to, I mean, he's a living legend, and to be able to see him play soccer in the US is going to be just nuts. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. And like, I would drive to see a game, like say he was playing like 2 or 3 hours away. Oh, hell yeah. I'd be like, Jess, let's go. We're going. Getting in the car. Everybody, let's go. Heck yeah. Like, to be able to say like, yeah, I saw a legend play soccer. I mean, like, yeah, I've seen Landon Donovan, and let's see, I went to, was I around? Yeah. I went to a few games when Beckham was still playing for the LA Galaxy. Right? Oh my God, my memory sucks. Don't use that against me, Jesse. I can hear you already in my head going, blah, blah, blah. He uses my memory against me. He'll tell you that. He does. Just my short-term memory just sucks. Like, I can remember what I was doing 30 years ago, but I can't remember what I was doing last week. It sucks. Why is that? I mean, I know, but... So that's, like, all I have. I don't know if Jesse talked about this because I haven't listened to his most recent podcast. I think the last one I listened to was with Cyrus, which was so good, by the way. Cyrus, like, wow, you are such a great storyteller. I don't know if you're going to listen to this, but, like, I was so invested. Like, I feel like I know your life now. I feel like just the way you spoke was amazing. Yeah, I really liked that podcast. I had to break it up a few times. Like I feel like I stopped listening to podcasts for a while, including my husband's, which is terrible, but I just didn't have time. I feel like I don't have time to do anything. Like I was really contemplating doing this right now because I have so much to do around the house. And yeah, they don't tell you that you literally have no time for yourself at all whatsoever. I mean, I hear like things like that back and forth before I had Athanasios, and it'd be like, make time for yourself, make sure you give yourself grace. I didn't take into consideration how much I didn't have, like how much time I had for myself before, clearly, and how much I don't now. The garage, like as soon as we moved in, we just kind of threw everything in there. Like this house is very small. There isn't room for anything. There isn't even like a coat closet, so there's no room to put things. So everything, that couldn't fit is in the garage. And I noticed like a week ago that it smelled like feet. And I was like, oh my God, why does it smell it literally smells like feet. And I was like, okay, this sucks. I have to get started on this. And it's just like I'd love to get clothes out of there. Like I have like all my winter clothes are still in the closet. Like Jesse's snowsuit that he would walk the dogs in, or snow pants that he would walk the dogs in, is in the closet. And I'm like, okay, we need to get this out and put summer stuff in. Like it's 90 degrees outside. You know what I mean? Like why do I have so many sweatshirts? Meanwhile, I'm wearing a sweatshirt because we just need to take the winter stuff out of our house and put summer stuff in. Like I'm looking right now at where I have our 2 work jackets right here because that's what we would wear because it was so cold, and like it was perfectly lined. You had a hood if it rained or snowed. And now I look down and Jesse's snow boots are right there. He doesn't need those. Do you know what I mean? Those don't need to be there. So yeah, just like stuff like that. And I've been putting together like every diaper box that we get, I will put in his closet, and then Athanasios' closet, and put like everything he doesn't fit into every time. Sorry, I thought I heard him. Okay, so I will put like his sweatpants or maybe a shirt that's not long enough anymore, and I'll put it in the diaper box and just write like whatever it is, 6 to 9 months or 9 to 12 months. And I just remember Jesse going, so I throw this away, right? And I was like, no, clearly we're going to have another child, or we're going to try for another child, right? Stop, you're not throwing clothes away. But that's been my focus lately, trying to get that stuff done. And then, oh my gosh, we're planning his first birthday party, which is in literally a few days. Like it's next weekend. What? How is he going to be 1 year old? Like boggles my mind. He is just so big, and I cannot believe it. Yeah. Do you ever feel like you haven't done enough? Like I always feel like that, but in reference to a baby book. And I feel like maybe only people that are really all about like sentiments will get this, but my mom has a baby book that I was reading, mine, clearly. And oh my God, it's so cute. There was this picture. The reason I got the baby book is because I knew there was a picture in there that looked very similar to a picture that we took at his 9-month doctor's appointment. And it had Jesse's hat on, like his flat bill hat. And there's a picture of me at 9 months with like somebody's hat, I think like maybe my dad's hat, and it was like a flat bill hat. And I mean, we're smiling the same. It is so cute. Like he is literally my twin. And I'm looking at it, and my mom's got like paragraphs and paragraphs of like what I did that month and just like milestones and things like that. And I thought, I don't have anything like that. Like I did get a baby book for a gift for my baby shower. But it's not like where you can write a lot down. It's more or less like pictures and like, here's a milestone here. There's like little things that you can write down for like the doctor's visit, you know, how much he weighed here and there, and like you can see like the growth spurts. But there's nothing really like, tell me about this month. And I was like, oh my God, is it too late to like grab myself another book? Maybe just to even like get on my, I'm pointing at my Mac that's right here behind the camera. Like get on my Mac and just like write a little letter, or just write like a brief daily of this month and what you've done, or this week. Oh my God, you did this. And it's solely for me, you know, or if he wants to see it later on in life when he grows up and wants to like know about himself, when maybe he has another, or when he has kids, or if he has kids, and like he can read it and be like, oh man, this is what I did at this month, you know. I don't know. Anyways, so there's also this fitness influencer on Instagram that I follow, and I'm absolutely obsessed with her. And she had a daughter like almost exactly 3 months after I had Athanasios. So I feel like whenever she would ask for advice on there, I'd always tag in and she'd respond back. She's so cool, one of the Tone It Up trainers. And she was talking about how she writes her daughter a letter every month. And I was like, that is so cool. And then she was like thinking about what she's going to do after she turns a year. Like, is she going to do one every year for her birthday? And I was like, that is so freaking cool. And not that I'm here to compare myself to anyone, but I do feel like I would want that. Like, I know my mom did so much and she did little things for me, but like Jesse's not really a very sentimental type. So he doesn't like understand like keeping things, like keepsakes. He thinks it's very like hoardery. Like, no, you're just a hoarder. Don't do that. Don't keep that. Don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And like, I see that from like past trauma from his family. Like, I understand why he does that, but like, it's something I love. I think that'd be so cool. I don't know. Like, I didn't keep his umbilical cord. Okay, I didn't do that. My mom did. It's in the baby book. But like the locks of his hair from like his first haircut, again, maybe kind of creepy, but I think it's cute. And it's just for me. And he'll think it's creepy, probably. But it's such a big moment that you are never going to get back. And I think that part you have to say over and over again to just like remember, like I'm never going to get that newborn scrunch back from him. And if any of you have a baby, you'll understand what I mean. That when you pick them up and they scrunch up, they scrunch those little legs up, that newborn scrunch is seriously, I miss it. And I don't know if I have like any videos of me actually picking him up and him doing the newborn scrunch. I need to go through them clearly because my space is telling me that I need to go through my stuff and delete. But yeah, I don't know. This podcast is all over the place, and don't hate me for it because, yeah. I just, are you sentimental? Do you like to do things like that? Do you have suggestions that, like, maybe I'm going to get on here and get on like Pages or whatever the Mac version of Word is and just write like what he did this month. Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm going to go get him. Bye, guys.